Because there's one card that's also been released.
Yeah, there is. Do you want to?
There is no text for it, no abilities. It hasn't got ultimate.
No,
so technically, as it stands, you could put 4 in your deck.
And what is it, Matt?
It is Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Peerless Fusion, and strangely, it is a black SCR.
Yeah, it's a black SCR, which has what, 45k?
It's 45k, and that's it. Really, apart from its traits and era. Yeah. The artwork looks really nice, though. Hopefully it should be on screen. You guys should be seeing it. But to be honest, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta was always one of my favourite designs of a character.
Yeah.
And it is my favourite design of any Super Saiyan form as well.
It's really, really nice. And yeah, as Matt said, it doesn't have ultimate.
No.
So it's the first secret rare that you can actually have 4 copies of in the deck.
Unless eventually they may release its abilities.
Yeah.
Because I imagine there's going to be something, because it is a 10-drop blank card.
Yeah, there's no
skillless.
pips.
No. Obviously no pips because it's a black card, so why would it?
No.
It'd be a problem to get out. It'd be a problem to get out because it's 10-drop skillless.
I'm guessing
hoping
that. Yeah, I'm guessing that there's going to be a Union Fusion card, which basically plays that. So you have like the Goku.
Maybe play it for 5 or 6 or something.
Yeah, Goku and Vegeta on board, and then lets you go into a chain, and then lets you play the 10-drop. Lets you like search out your deck for a 10-drop and then play it, or play it from hand or whatever. So
nice,
exciting though.
It is exciting, and let's say this is just speculation, so it may get an ability later down the line, but as it stands right now, it hasn't.
No.
And it's skillless, which makes even more fun, because if you run the skillless leader, you could just really pump its ability with comboing.
Yeah. So we'll go into Zeno, the Cosmic Unison card. So activate main is if your leader card is a mono blue leader, so there's quite a few out there that you can use. Place top card of your deck in your energy. You can't place cards in your energy for the turn. Then at the end of your turn, place the card you placed in your energy with the skill and its owner's drop area. That's for 2 counters. But the -5 one is interesting. Activate main, choose all cards in all battle areas, ignoring barrier, and then shuffle them into their owner's deck. Which is interesting. Don't go into the drop, they go back into your deck.
Which is interesting. Costs a lot to do it though, -5. But you do get +2 at a time, which is not too bad.
Yeah.
But it's the +2.
The minus, it is -5 though. You're having to get at least 5 tokens with the Zeno for doing that effect.
Shouldn't be too difficult.
No, but it just means you're having to wait for a little while longer.
Yeah.
What do you think to it?
I think it's probably the best one out of them. Well, I think maybe it's got the second best due to a card we'll talk about later.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I really like it.
Potential. Yeah, it's got potential.
It's got loads of potential. Because they may bring back one of my favourite characters, leaders.
Yeah.
The only leader in the game. They only have one.
Yeah. So the next one is Super Saiyan Gotenks, and this is Absolute Unison. Interesting. It has dual attack and blocker. Very interesting text. For -2, activate main, draw 2 cards. That's nice. For 2 tokens, draw 2. Great. For -3, activate main. Choose up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and place them at the bottom of their owner's deck in any order. That's pretty good for a -3 token effect.
That's pretty decent.
Yeah, to choose 2 of your opponent's cards doesn't, battle cards. It doesn't say specific levels or anything. It's like just
no
2
energy
choose,
cost.
no energy cost, ignoring barrier, place them in their owner's deck in any order. So yeah, for -3, that's pretty good. It's not bad. It does have 4 blue pips though. Obviously, you can see the card on the screen.
It does for 4 minimum.
4 minimum, but at least when you do get the 4, you can do the 4 and go and do the
-3 instantly.
Yeah, which is all right.
And he's a dual attack blocker as well, which is not.
Yeah,
which is pretty decent. 20k.
Um,
It's just a shame there's not a way to get more tokens on him.
No,
that we've seen. There may be a way.
Yeah, there may be a way.
But yeah, I do like the -2 draw 2 cards as well.
Yeah,
because that could be quite handy in there.
Yeah, the next one is I'm going to talk about is Vegeta Elite Unison. So obviously it's a red one. Has 2 red pips on it. When this card attacks, add a marker on it, then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards. And it gets -5k. Okay, that's fine.
Decent.
For -1, activate main. You choose one of your red battle cards or red leader cards, and it gets +5k. And can attack your opponent's battle cards in active mode. That's pretty nice.
It's pretty nice, especially on about the Yamcha card you're on about earlier.
Yeah, so it's, and you get in the +5k as well, so it's quite good. Yeah. It's all right. It's nothing to be shouted about, but it will work in most leaders and stuff like that. So. For red leaders anyway, the extra 5k and stuff. What do you think to it?
I like it. It gives its auto when it attacks gives it a marker, so it helps.
Yeah.
Helps still giving it a +1 every turn as well.
The next one we have is Vegeta Unison of Might.
Another red one.
Yeah, another red one. But this is also it's got 4 pips. For the +1 is activate main, you draw a card and then you choose up to 1 mono red card with an energy cost of 2 or less from your hand and play it. Okay. -2, activate main until the end of your opponent's next turn. If your opponent would play a battle card using the skill, it is placed in the drop area instead. Okay, interesting. That's -2. And for the -5 one, the big one, activate main. If your opponent doesn't have any battle cards in play, you automatically deal 1 damage to your opponent.
That is a big.
That's
a big
pretty tasty, to be fair. That's an auto damage.
Yeah, as long as you can board wipe them and then -5 them, sorted.
Some interesting things that you could do with this, like interesting combos. If you could get your hands on I know not a lot of people play it, but the Goku that we talked about, that board wipes.
Yeah.
This would also deal 1 damage. So you do his effect in battle, do that, go back, Vegeta, activate main, do the -5, Vegeta, sorry. That's a Vegeta then. Wrong card, Mike. But then you would do an automatic point. So if they're on 3, they would go down to 2 already, and you've not even played anything, which is kind of nice. Or if you had a secret rare, is it the Dragonballs? Because that's an extra card that you can play in battle, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then that board wipes your opponents as well, don't it? At the end
yourself.
of the turn. So.
But it's only battle cards, it says, so you will keep your Unison cards.
Yeah. So. But yeah, there's interesting things with it. I kind of like it. It's got some interesting effects. The +1, and you get to draw a card for the activate main. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
and you get to choose a mono 2 cost from your hand and play it, which is alright.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Pretty good. We'll go into the next one. Where are we? Super Saiyan Gogeta Dynamic Unison, which is a yellow one. It's got 2 pips. Permanent. If all of your energy is in rest mode, your mono yellow leader card gets plus 5k during your opponent's turn. That's really good.
That permanent is pretty good.
That permanent is really good.
If you're tapped out, you got a 20k leader.
Permanent. Which is really, really nice.
Yeah.
Obviously, if all your energy is in rest mode, but it basically you're not frightened if you are tapped out getting the extra 5k, especially like turn 1. You know, it's like turn 1, you play an energy exhaust. Obviously, it's going to go in rest mode. You know, obviously, you can't do this on turn 1 anyway. But
no, you can play it turn 2.
Play it turn 2,
tap
and you're going
yourself
to be
out
tapped
to play
out.
it, and you'll be a 15k leader.
Yeah, so it's all right. You know, plus 5k, I'm not knocking it. Auto, once per turn, when your opponent activates an extra card, add a marker to this card. That's good.
That's pretty good.
Notice that it's once per turn. If it was every time they did it, then you'd be kind of screwed.
Yeah, because you have so many on it.
+1, activate main, you may choose 2 yellow cards in your hand. Discard them. If you do, draw 2 cards. Pretty good, to be fair.
Drop 2, draw 2. Refresh your hand, cycle through.
Refresh your hand. You could do this with a burst leader, like we were saying with the Kaioken stuff. You basically draw 2, but you're discarding 2, so you're fueling your drop in a sense. Or if you need certain cards in the drop to play, or even Overrealm. Fuels your Overrealm really quick.
Oh, it will.
And you know, you're gaining 2. Drop 2, draw 2. It's pretty good. -4 for activate main. During your opponent's next charge phase, your opponent can only switch up to 2 energy to active mode. That's really good, especially people who play Bean. The next one is SS Roli Legendary Unison, which is 2 pips again. It's a yellow one. Interesting that it's +0, so you don't get no buffs.
Yeah.
Activate main, you choose one of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and switch it to rest mode. Okay, that's fine. No, barrier blockers are still a thing out there.
Yeah.
-1, activate main, you choose one of your opponent's battle cards with an energy of 5 or less in rest mode and KO it. If it was ignoring barrier for switching something to rest mode and then ignoring barrier 5 or less in rest mode and KO it, that to me would have been a little bit better, ignoring the barrier. Yeah, there is stuff that's 5k that you can KO quite easy. But if it's got barrier, then you can't really KO it.
No, but at least you can put it into rest mode so it can't do much.
So the next one is a Green Unison card. 2 pips again. Super Saiyan Bardock. Eternal Unison. Auto is when your opponent combos, you may place up to 1 card from their combo area in the owner's drop area if you do negate the skill for the turn. That's pretty interesting. Activate main is choose one of your green battle cards with an energy cost of 1 and KO it. If you do, your opponent chooses 1 card in their hand and discards it.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. And that's a +1 as well, which is pretty good, to be fair. That's not bad. The -3 is very interesting. -3, activate main. This card gets 5k and triple attack for the turn.
That's pretty nice.
Triple attack, essentially 3 20k swings. Yeah, there is stuff like Nimbus and stuff that'll
limit it, but
limit it, but you know, 320k swings isn't, you know, nothing to be snuffed at. For a -3 effect, I kind of like it. I think it's alright.
I do really like this one. I like the artwork as well. Bardock.
Yeah, the artwork is really nice. Even though Bardock's hand is huge. You obviously you see the...
looks a lot bigger than what it should.
It looks massive on the card how he's done it. It's like he's got a really huge hand and arm that's pushed forward, and then you see the artwork with his other arm where he's just clenching his fist, and it's like big hand, tiny fist. Big hand, tiny fist. But yeah, the artwork looks lovely. Well, we'll talk about... Shall we talk about the Unison promo one? Or whatever it is?
It's the Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black. Unison of Extermination.
Yeah. So, obviously you'll see the card on the screen. I'm not shouting over the rooftops over this card, so I probably won't talk about it that much.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this one.
No. Blocker, auto, when this card is switched to active mode by a leader skill, add a marker to this card. Obviously there might be a lot of cards that we don't know about yet that will, you know, switch Unison cards and so on and so forth.
But the interesting thing at the minute is it's a blue card.
Yeah.
And the blue leaders we've had so far revealed have nothing that can switch these cards to active mode on either side.
No. So there is some interesting things coming, you know, to us, and
hopefully there's something coming that can do it.
Yeah, fingers crossed that we're going to get some things that are actually going to play a part with the chains of everything. The other one is a 0+. Activate main, draw a card, and then you choose one card in your hand and discard it.
Meh.
Okay, I guess it's meh. If you've got too many of the same card in your hand, you can discard it. You're not that bothered and draw one. Fuels your drop, I guess. But yeah, it's nothing amazing. For the -2 activate main, you get to choose one of your opponent's battle cards with an energy of 4 or less. Place it in his opponent's
bottom of his deck.
Bottom of his deck, which is okay. One
not bad
thing
for
that might be.
-2.
Bear in mind it says 4 cost or less. One interesting thing that you could do with this is you could get rid of Topo.
You could. Obviously Topo's ability will still be around, but it'll still vanish.
Yeah, it's still vanish.
So a 20k attacker that you can get you can get rid of. So
yeah, it does go at the bottom of the deck, but even like stuff that does Union Fusion or things that they have to play to EX evolve stuff, like it's like, I'll get rid of that 4 cost, or you know, it goes at the back of the bottom of the deck, you know. So it's not bad. And the last one, I think that's all of them. The last one that there's a reason why we've saved it to last, because me and Matt only talked about this for a couple of minutes, and we'll talk about the card, and then I'll say the effect of everything, and then Matt will, you know, gives his sense, and then I'll tell him about I'll tell you guys what I said to him afterwards, and then you'll kind of go, oh, okay. So the one that's, I think, well, we both said that this is really, really good, is the Supreme Kai of Time Unison of History. It's another blue one, has 2 pips, activate main, once per turn. If your leader card is a blue Trunks future card, and if you have 1 card from your life into your hand, add it at the end of your turn, and switch up to one of your mono blue energy to active mode. The other one is, which is alright. This is why this card is good, in my opinion. +1, activate main. Add 1 card from your life, add it to your hand. Then you choose 1 card from your hand and place it in your life. So, what do you think to the card, Matt?
Well, yeah, but the top one, you just need a Future Trunks leader.
Which there's only a couple.
There's only 2, set 2 and obviously the set 10, the new one. It's not bad for a life, getting energy. It's alright. But yeah, it's the +1. You can go, it doesn't matter about your leader or anything.
No. As long as you've got 2, as long as you're running blue in the deck and you're wanting to play it, then you can do it.
You just take one of your lives to your hand. Obviously, you won't know what your life you're taking is.
No.
But then you replace it with a different card in your hand.
Yep. And the first thing I said to Matt is if you played a wish leader,
you'll know what's in your life. You'll not know
what's in your
where
life.
They are, but you'll know what is there.
You know what's in there. And you can switch it out. So you could keep... So if you had I'm going to say it again, a secret rare or a specific card that was in your life and you've not got it, decided you really want it because you need it for your chain, you just add it to your hand and then put a card that is completely useless and put that back and replace it.
Yeah, the thing is, for your life, you won't know where it is, so you might not pick up your secret rare straight away.
No, you might not pick it up straight away.
Obviously, the lower your life total, the more chance of you getting the one you need.
I've had it numerous of times where the last card in my life is a secret rare.
Yeah, I've had that before too.
But it also means that, like, if you want a different card, specifically a different card that you want to grab from your life instead, then you could potentially put that back in. So,
or again, back on with the wish leaders. If you have a few too many Dragon Balls in your life, like you have like two or three, you could take one out with your leader's effect, and then this guy's effect, you could end up picking the other one out, and then replacing it with something else.
Yep. Or even extra cards, or especially if you've had a really bad hand to start with. Yeah,
grab a super combo out, put like a extra card that you can't use yet in there, back in your life.
Yep, back in your life. I think that's really good.
I think this one is really good.
Very, very interesting, because the thing is, you could do many decks with blue and blue-red, and like you said, if you use a leader with this effect, like using a wish leader, using Shenron or Porunga or whatever. I know a lot of people don't use, I think a lot of people still will probably still use Shenron, but there's not tons of wish leaders that are in the meta anymore, I would say, because
obviously they've fallen.
Yeah, because they got nerfed or whatever, or they got errated. So
obviously the extra cards got, like World Peace got errated.
But even Traitor Dende decks, add a card from your life and then choose one card from your hand, place it in your life and stuff. There's, especially if you've got too many of the same card or the same freezer, or you're wanting that other card that you're needing. So,
or your famous mono blue Dende deck.
Yep. And then take one from my life and then
replace
what I need. Which is really funny. So, but yeah, I think that's everything, guys. We hope you enjoyed the video. Yeah, as always, please like, share and subscribe. Always, helps us out. Once a freak, always a freak for the hashtag. Also hashtag stay safe.
And we'll see you again next time.
Yeah, bye everyone.
Bye.